Boom, boom. This is Kenrir. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Raid Shadow Legends here going on today. I've been playing this game now for about a little over a week now. It's a pretty good game. I'm enjoying it. It's a bit of a challenge, um, but you get a lot of summons. As you can see here, I have 129. I haven't made any purchases in the game so far. I've managed to get my hands on a couple of the ancient shards as well as you can see, numerous mystery shards, which give you ones and twos. But it's an interesting game in terms of the style of format. It's basically it's a hero collector. Um, I've managed to get some pretty lucky draws. I used Elfrain here Elhain. She was the one I picked as the starting character. Um, but this is another starting character, Kale. I actually just got him from a draw, so I was fortunate to that. So I've got those two fully leveled up. I've brought them both up to level 4 of 40, and I've ascended them as well. Ascension is extremely easy in this game. You just basically run the dungeons, which are easily done. So if you go into the battles, you go into the dungeons right here. When you first start the game for the first week, all of these dungeons right here will be open for 7 days, and then so you're able to run them and build up some potions, because the potions that you need to ascend. For instance, if I want to ascend one of my green characters, I'll run the Spirit Keep. And you also need the Arcane Keep. The Arcane Keep stays open all the time; it never closes. And you need to ascend a character. You need usually one or two of the um, arcane potions, and then you'll need one or two of the spirit potions, and you just do that to ascend the character. But Arcane Keep stays open all days, and like today, the Spirit Keep is open. Um, I've run it to stage 7. This is the 4 that I'm using. I was extremely fortunate to get my first straight 4-star. Well, they gave me one 4-star at the beginning of the game. You get after 7 days, you get one, but she's not very good. She's okay for PvP because she does a resurrection, but she doesn't do a whole lot of damage. But I got uh, my first farm was Trail Pain here, so he's pretty good. He's one of the best characters for farming, is what they're saying, and so I'm starting to work on getting him up to speed, and I've been using the Minotaur looking one there. I can't remember what his name is, but he's an excellent tank. And so basically, you just go through the dungeon. It's pretty easy. You pretty much auto up to a certain point, um, and then at the end you fight the boss, and you fight the boss to get the potions. But it's not too difficult. I enjoy it. I like the graphics. I think the graphics are excellent. It's also nice building up the characters because you've got numerous types of armor that's readily available, um, that you can put. So you can do different builds. You can do hit point builds. You can do crit damage builds. You can do vampire type builds where they take damage, it heals them, and things like that. So they have numerous types of armor that you can use, which makes it very well. See there, you can do it, so you win, and I got 2 spirit potions. So that's all you have to do, um, to get back to get your spirit potions. So now, using that, I would go into the tavern, and if I had a spirit that I wanted to ascend, I could ascend. I'm not going to ascend him right now because he's not worth it. But you see, that's all you have to do. As you can see, I've been running the dungeons frequently. I run every day. I try to run them at least 8 or 10 times. There's no limit on how long you can run it. As long as it's open, you can run it as long as you got stamina for it. And they don't skimp on the stamina. I've got 973 stamina, so that you get stamina all the time. They give it to you free, which is extremely good. I believe that all games should do that. I mean, if you don't have stamina, you can't play it. that's just the way it is. So the quicker the stamina runs out, the faster you log off. So they do give you a lot of good stamina. You also get there's also time as you're logged on, a time reward to do that. So one point that I wish I would have done when I started the game was these missions and challenges. Make sure that you focus on these as you're going through. I just immediately started leveling up characters, and I got all the way to in the campaign. I got all the way up to like I'm up to 8 right now. It just started in 9 if I wanted to. Um, but a lot of the quests and the challenges and missions that you get take place in these earlier dungeons, so I had to go back and complete them, which is not a big deal because I used it to level up characters. But you might want to, if you just to save yourself a little bit of time, you know, clear out Karok Castle, the first level, then start looking at the challenges and missions and take care of all the challenges and missions that are all associated with the level 1 there. And then once they're cleared, then go to level 2, clear it, and then focus on the missions for level 2. And and so instead of that way, you don't have to go back. So that'll save you a little bit of time. Another thing to look at is you get each week you're getting armor. Um, the first 7 weeks, the first 7 days, we got this armor set right here, which is this is a lifesteal set. Okay, they give you the whole set, and it was epic set at 4 stars, and they give you this for the first 7 days. Um, well, the 6 days, you get the day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then on the seventh day, they give you um, this little lady right here. They give you her. Um, don't have her name, and I don't want to move her back. But they give you her on the shaman. I think is her name. Yeah, shaman. They give you her on the seventh day. She's not a bad character, but she's really what you're looking for is multiple damage characters that do damage to all characters, like an AOE type damage, or some type of benefit that allows you to clear quickly and allows you to burn down your opponents quickly, and in PvP, the arena, because you do want to do the arena as well. So she's an okay character, but I was going to start using her, and I fully planned to use her as my fourth character, but then I got Kale, so I just went ahead and substituted him in for my fourth. I got him, Kale. So he's like one of the best characters in the game, along with Elhain, who's also one of the best characters in the game, and War Priest, who's also considered a very good character. These two are what they call God tier because they're excellent clearers. You level these up, max them out, and they will be able to run stages by themselves, and you'll be able to use them to farm, and you'll be able to use them to level up your other characters. You can put them as the head, and then run a bunch of 1s and 2s through that, and you'll be able to level them up because that's how you level up your characters. 4 star is with other to take a character from a 3 star to a 4 star, you need to get it up to 30, and then give three other 3 stars, and that'll bump it up to 4. So that's how you do it. So you need to level up the characters. As you can see, I've got a lot of 1s and 2s, and I'm just starting to work through them. I'll level them up. That's how I've been doing these. When you get Elhain and Kale, they'll be 3. As this War Priest, she was at 3 as well too. And as you can see now, I've got them all up to 4, and I've ascended all 4 of them. So I'm able to do my PvP pretty much every day, all 10 runs when I do it, and I usually win them all. So I haven't really had much of trouble. But they give you this lifesteal set. Now I'm on the second week right now, and they are giving me this set right here. What's it called? Let's go into the um, they give you a daily login reward as well too. So tomorrow I'm going to get my first epic shard. I've got a couple of the blue ones, which are so tomorrow will be day 12. I'll get my first epic, which will be pretty cool. Um, but new player rewards. It's this set right here. So it's a retaliation set. So that's what they're giving, and they'll give you the full set, and then on the seventh day you get a character. Not some, it's a 4 star character, But even if you don't want to use it, it can be used to take my Kale or my Elhain, who are God tier characters, one of the characters I need to get them up to level 5, which is of course what you want to do. You know, so that's so even if you're getting a character that's not necessarily a character you want to use or might not be considered a very good character via the tier list, it's still needed and can be used as fodder to, you know, start up one of your characters that you did get, especially the one in the beginning of the game. So it's really nice that they give you excellent starting characters. You have there's three. I mean, and you can there are four, and you can choose for the whichever one you want. So Kale seems to be a popular one. Um, Elhain does too. There's an Orc one. Those are the three, I believe, and I think most of the people generally end up with Kale. And then I think Elhain and New York. Either they're all viable. But on most of the tier lists I've seen, Kale and Elhain are higher up than the Oric are in terms of their ability to farm quickly, which is what you want to do. I mean, I've farmed all the way up to like I said, like story 9, and with those two as a lead, and I didn't have any trouble. Um, so yeah, but focus on the missions and go through them and do them and the challenges. You have the 4 sets of challenges, so make sure that you focus on those as well too, because you get rewards for doing them, and they're say like yeah, they as you level up, they help you level up with rewards. Didn't focus on them as much as I should have. Okay, so just yeah, do that. Um, Another thing to look at that's advisable is in the portal you go to fusion. This is some of the way to get some really good characters. Tormund the Cold is an excellent character, but of course, no way we're going to be able to get that. But one you could go to get is Broadmaw, because all of these characters that right here that you need to fuse these two, and then you fuse them to get him, is actually free characters that you get from the um, running the regular levels. These are they give you free characters. I've got 4 or 5. I think I've got all but 2 of these just by playing the game normally. So you can get those very easy. Most of them, and it's just a matter of getting them ascended up, and then you can fuse these 2 characters, and then you can fuse those together to get. He's supposed to be fairly good. He's not as good as Tormund the Cold, of course, but us new guys ain't going to be able to get Tormund for a little while yet. But that's going to take a while to get to, as will some of these others here. Um, this one here would be pretty quick. But the thing about this is, yeah, so this he can be gotten into, but he seems to be, yeah, these are higher levels. Broadmaw, all of these are in the lower levels. I think you can get these as long as you can get to story 5, I believe, in the battle. I think all of these are got before you get to 5. Yeah, Felwyn Gate. Yeah, so as long as you can get up to here, um, that Jagger right here, he's one of the. I think he's the last one, and he drops in. He drops here in 6. So as long as you can get to 6 in, you should be able to with your good if you're with your main character, whether it be Elhain or Kane, as long as you've got it leveled up and put some ascenders on it, you should be able to run this. And then yeah, I'm not having any trouble. So it's a really nice game. I like the battle, and I like the fact that the dungeons are accessible. There's no limits on how much you can run those. Um, these are the higher level dungeons. As you get higher level, you can start farming these for um, armor sets. Artifacts drop if you're looking to like complete sets or something. This is where you go for the higher level armors. You're not going to get your 4s and 5s. I don't think I don't think I had a 4 or a 5 drop in the campaign yet. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure all the sets that I've got were given to me by the weekly login rewards that are 4 day, because I think 3 is about what you might occasionally get a 4, but mostly it's 3 that drops in the campaign. So if you want the good stuff, you have to farm the dungeons. But as you can see, those dungeons, they are open. Okay. Yep. They don't close. So they're always open. Some of them have scrolls. Um, I think it's the spider's den, is it, that drops the, yeah, no, the spider den drops accessories, and the minotaur, I believe, yeah, drops the scrolls. These are the scrolls that you use to do your masteries, to level up your masteries, which is a level that as a function that you get as as you go up. Scaling up, skill books are very rare, so that's not something you only want to you only want to raise the skill levels on your good champions, because as you can see, these are the only skill books I've gotten. I've only leveled up. I leveled up a skill on Elhain, and I think I leveled up one on Kale here. I put his level 2 up, his first one, which was Dark Bolt, because it does because I like its damage. So yeah, so that, and then you've got the and you've got masteries and whatnot that you can load up as well too. Uh, that you know give the champions a little bit more right here. So, and these are what you use your scrolls for. So you got different types of scrolls, and you can put points in your masteries. Um, you can go 2 sets. Um, you can go, there are numerous videos out there on how to level up Kale and Elhain, because those are main characters as well as any other characters you got. There's also quite a large they have videos on Terrell here on how to level him up as well too. So I've been very fortunate with my drops. So, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know, if you are playing that and you're getting ready to start out, make sure you focus on these challenges and missions and don't just blindly run through the levels of this story mode like I did. I've played games similar to this where you use fodder or other characters to level up, so I was familiar with um, that type of format, and I knew how to do that type of format, and I knew the best way to go about it. So I just started doing it, and I should have paid a little bit more attention to some of the other stuff. I was so having so much fun using Kale and Elhain to blast through those levels and 3-starring them. Uh, I 3-starred the first 3 campaign stories like in the second day. I stopped right here because I started to level at 3 stars on each level. You have to do it with 2 characters. You have floor slots, but you're only allowed to do those 2. I started putting fodder in right here at 4, which is why I'm no longer getting 3. I could have, but I just wanted to start leveling up my fodder so I could start, um, you know, getting Kate and Hane up to where they, 4s and 5s where I got them at right now. So that's why I didn't get 4, but I'll go back and get 3 on them sometime. Arena is basically the same. Um, you can you just basically go into battle. These are the 4 that I'm using right now, and you just do it. I really haven't had any trouble. I haven't. I did the first couple. I was doing it manually, and I'm just like I blew. I just decided to do it on auto, and as you can see, not much trouble. Um, Based on the skill level that I'm at, I'm not having any trouble. This one here would be a close one right here. Um, but most of these aren't. There's not a lot of ascensions on some of these. So, but this is the second tier. I already cleared the first tier, which I didn't have any trouble with. So this is going to be the second tier for me. So this is going to be a little bit harder. But there are still some in here that I could probably take. But I just wanted to show you one. But that's all. That's all PvP is. It's not real. It's real time, but the person's not on it. It's just basically, what their class is and operated by the AI. Um, so that's the arena, and then I've shown you the dungeons and just the campaign. Faction Wars is a new feature that I have not had the chance to explore yet because I have not joined I haven't joined a guild as of yet. I will probably try to join one once I've gotten a little bit more, once I've got a character and once I've got a build. I'll then try to become, a member of a clan. Because a lot of these are, I'm sure there's just generic ones that you can join, but I prefer to try to, when I do join one, I prefer it's one that does, it's going to do the clan wars and stuff because I like to participate in those myself as well. So that's what it is. Events, these events right here, these are the events that they have. You can do different, like leveling up characters, chaining characters, and as you do it, you get rewards. You can focus on it if you want, but as a little red dot will appear if you've achieved one of the achievements required to get in a reward. So, but if you want to focus directly on it, that's how you do it. Um, this right here is the purchase. They have numerous purchases if you want to purchase something to speed up your progression. Um, uh, uh, then you can do that. You can get these brews. The brews are actually got in the dungeon. I've got some of them. That every now and then a dungeon drop will just drop one brews allow you to level up a champion quick. So as you can see, um, I've gotten them. First thing, also void characters. Void character. If you when you get a character, this is this right here. You see the symbol, the void symbol, which is that triangle that you don't never want to get rid of a void character because a void character, um, they run on an elemental format within the game. So red beat, what water beats, water beats fire, fire beat, the chain, the standard elemental chain that you have on just about pretty much every game that has it. So you can do that. They're neutral to all characters, which means um, they don't get like if you're a red character and you're fighting a water character, you're going to get, they're going to hit the water character's going to make it difficult because of that. But the void characters um, have no elemental. The void characters that you get here, so do not sell or never ever ever use a void character as fodder. They don't drop very often. Okay, I've drawn probably about 200 summons in the last, well, not 200, maybe 100, maybe 100, yeah, I think about 100 I think I got the event to withdraw 100. I think I just hit that yesterday. So, and I have still not ever gotten a void character. So that's how rare they are to draw. So if you do get one, don't put it in your vault. Uh, I've got to put vault. Just open up your champions and champion vault, and then choose what you want to put in there. All of these characters have some. I'm going to be using these. These two are going to be. I'm going to be using to take up Kale or Elhain. I haven't decided which one. I got another Elhain too. So just from the summons pool. So unfortunately, I already had her, so it really wasn't. But I'm going to be using these two, and I'm working on getting two more. I'm working on getting these two right up, and then I'm going to put them against and probably take up one of them to get 5 on those. So, and then once the water keep opens up, which I think is tomorrow, then I'm going to start ascending Terrell. So that's my current plan. I looked on one of the videos and they said that this is the best type of sets to put on him, and I'm starting to get this set, so I've been putting it on him as I got it. So I'll put a full set on him once I've got him start to ascend him. I got to level him up, but I've been focusing on getting the other 4 stars so I can bring Kale up or Elhain up. So that's how you do it. Index basically just if you want to go in here, you can show you characters and you can get an idea of what their skills are. I like the fact that you don't have to have the character to look. So if what I've been doing is I get a character, I go in here and look at the skill set and see if it's something something that what you're looking for, AoE damage, you're looking for heals and things like that. As that's what you need to build your characters up and to have a strong team, because it's all about team in this game. If you want to get up through the ranks. So yeah, so that's what it is. Market has not really had much in terms of, it gets shards. You get shards in here all the time, but you get a free shard just about every day. And in the shop, the market will always light up, and you'll have a free shard that you can pick up. So it's in the shop here. It's right here, this mystery shard. It's once a day. every couple of days you'll get a free ancient shard. So like that, and then tomorrow will be my first at 12 days. You'll get your first epic shard. So that's the way it goes. So that's everything. I just want to go over that with you. So it's a good game. I definitely should give it a try. You know, it's something to focus on. Get in there and start fighting. But yeah, it's a good game. I like it so far. I've been having fun. I like the fact that I've got a lot of stamina, you know, so I don't have to energy. I don't have to worry about running out of that, and I can play on how much I want to play. Okay, so that's all I got. So put a like on the video if you like it, and hit the button to subscribe just to get notified whenever I drop out a video. And this is Kenrear, signing out.